A mural honoring Talbot County native Frederick Douglass was unveiled in Easton back in September of 2021. The piece by artist Michael Rosado tells the story of the abolitionist life.
The mural is a project of the Bailey-Groce Family Foundation, which is one of two family-run Frederick Douglass organizations in the country, and Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill. Mr. Douglass was born 205 years ago this month.
And there will be a celebration in Talbot County. Terrence Bailey Sr. is the president and founder of Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill. He joins us along with Dondre Phoenix. He's a member of the Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill board. Thank you both for being here this afternoon. I'm going to start with you, Terrence. You have a strong connection to Frederick Douglass.
Yes, I'm a 5 times great-grandson of his older brother, Perry Bailey, firstborn of Harriet Bailey in Tuckahoe.
Wow.
So tell us about the Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill.
That was initiated to actually bring the mural to fruition. We had been trying to get that mural up for a couple years. We just didn't have the money.
Right.
A donor from Rochester, New York, stepped forward and she said, well, if you could get that guy who did that Harriet Tubman piece to do this mural, I will give you the money. I went to Annie Kruger, who owns Solid Tops there on Kemp Lane in Easton, and asked her, could we get an easement of, a piece of her property to use along the rails or trails? And she said, I love the project. It didn't even take her 20 minutes to decide, and she gave us an easement. Let us cut a big old hole in her fence.
Oh my goodness!
And put the mural up, and she helped with the cleanup. She's been great. She didn't have to do any of that stuff, and she's even allowed us to put up lights and tap into her light system. I mean, there's still good people out there. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So tell me about the impact the mural has had on that community, the Hill community.
Well, it keeps that section of the rails and trails clean. There's no trash there. The grass is kept clean. People, when they walk up and down the rails trail, they jog, bike ride. Kids take that path on the way home from school and stuff like that. It gives them something good to look at. We actually have benches and everything out there now. And on the 18th, the interpretive panels are going to be unveiled, and the donor panels are going to be installed, are going to be actually unveiled. Right. And for the first time, the flag will be hoisted.
Oh, wow.
On the 18th to celebrate Uncle Frederick's birthday.
Okay, the 205th birthday celebration of Frederick Douglass, that's actually a fundraiser for the project. What can we anticipate seeing?
Phil Darius Wallace was playing Frederick Douglass, and then we have Millicent Sparks playing Harriet Tubman. I mean, she's so good. I mean, when she's done, you'll think she is Harriet. When she walks out the door, you'll want to go with her.
And this is actually a fundraiser for your next project. What is that?
Yes, and that's very important. Terrence and I both grew up on the Hill, and us growing up on the Hill, when we were younger, we didn't know and understand the history. Not until several years later, we found out that it was in fact the oldest free African-American neighborhood in the country. So with that being said, we wanted to do something with us being from the Hill to help preserve that. Right. And to share that history, not with just the shore, but the rest of the world. Right. So again, what better way to do it than, erect a museum? I mean, that's what a museum is for, right? History. So, and we're working to do that and erect that historical edifice on the Hill. As you see, I'm wearing a hilltop.
Right there, yeah.
So, and you see the date on here, it was established 1788. So it was like a 12-block radius where African Americans, a small group and became larger, group became free during the time of slavery, not just in Maryland, not just in Eastern Maryland, and of course, the South below the Mason-Dixon. So that little small neighborhood, you had freed African Americans, they had their own businesses, their own homes, and they passed that down generation to generation.
Huge strength.
Yeah, and for us to be a part of that and to be able to carry on that legacy through our ancestors and through that historical neighborhood has been incredible. And then Terrence, being the 5 times great nephew of.
He's got a little
Frederick
significance
Douglass.
to him, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it just made sense for
came together.
for it to come together like
All right,
that.
so tell us the details of the event, the fundraiser. Where and when?
The interpretive panels and stuff like that will be unveiled at 3 o'clock on the Rails and Trails. It's 505 South Street, Eastern Maryland.
And that's going to be
That's at 3.
On what day?
Saturday?
Saturday, February 18th.
Lots of big things coming to the Hill
It's amazing.
in Easton. Thank you so much, Terrence and Andre, for coming in and talking about this wonderful project.
Great talking to you.